Sit down, please. Yes, thank you. Press. Yes. And this is another one that we use. Press, he wraps into your body. And again, this is a tactile interrupter because what it does is interrupts what's going on up here. PTSD, you're never really satisfied with your life and anything that you do. In the military, particularly the Marine Corps, you have this Marine ethos that you have to live by. And the saying with most veterans who have been in combat or anybody that's been in these life-threatening situations is that you trained me to be a warrior, but then you never trained me to become a civilian again. So in the Marine Corps, you have this Marine ethos that you live by, and then when you get out of the military, you're still trying to live by that, but society is not living like that. Hi, I'm Frank Griggs. I am a United States Marine Corps veteran. I spent 8 years in the Marine Corps, and like everybody that's in our program, I'm a recipient of the program, and I have Bo as my service dog. So what we do in our program is actually we place a puppy when it's 8 weeks old with the recipient. Now the recipient has to have certain requirements. Number one, they have to be in treatment. We won't take them if they're not in treatment because in my philosophy is if you're not in treatment, you don't have a desire to get better. The other thing is and this is probably key to everything, is the individual has to have a desire to get better. If they want to remain in the same lifestyle that they have, this is not going to work.
I guess I'm pretty new to my PTSD diagnosis, so I'm still figuring that out, I think. I'm Michael Lucky, and this is Timber, my service animal. There was a lot of things that we couldn't do to support the Afghani citizens, and I think that was the hardest part of seeing the Taliban take over and how much they did and how much they terrorized and killed Afghani civilians, and you couldn't really do a lot about it. And then we left. So I think that was the biggest mental toll, I think.
For me, and PTSD can take a lot of different aspects for different people. So for me, there's a lot of anxiety-induced situations that really Naomi will help calm that down.
Gentle, please.
Hi, my name is Matt McLaurin. I'm a U.S. Navy veteran, did a 25-year career in the Navy, and my service dog is Naomi. I remember picking her up from the breeder in Pueblo and having to drive home, and one of the requirements of our program too is that you sit in the passenger seat, you don't drive, and that was a very bonding experience for me.
You have to hold the puppy all the way home because that starts that bonding process immediately.
I think the biggest challenge is other people. When you go in the stores and stuff and everybody, sometimes I don't want to talk to somebody, you know, and that might be part of the PTSD, it might be part of something else, but like maybe I just want to go get some eggs or something, and you have to be nice and talk to everybody and let them pet the dog and that kind of stuff. So I think that's the blessing and a curse, and I think that actually does help in a sense because it brings you out of your shell, and before when I would be closed off and nervous or whatever.
She provides that opportunity where you know, different things that will trigger me, different experiences or different sounds and things that will trigger me, or large groups of people and stuff like that. She can tell when I'm triggered. It's interesting how in tune she is with me. Usually she'll come up, she'll either put her head on my lap.
I finally reached out for help, therapy, and just talking and having friends and support. I think just taking the leap of faith and seeing and trying this, but then also at the same time, even though I haven't had him for a while, but he's already changed my life.
What I'm most proud of is the fact that I get to see people's lives change. And that's why it's so important, is because the puppy becomes the tool to help them start coming back into society again. And it's in a non-threatening way, but it's in what we call baby steps. And it's really, you know, believe it or not, it's really not a lot what I do. Well, I just facilitate. It's the puppies that change the lives. And that's so great. Yes, very good, gentle.